But they got married and they're still married until they now. But now people have to date. It's a different era. Like now, if that's what was confusing, I have to be dating this guy, and then we agree that we want to get married. That is when we start the journey of now visiting our parents. He comes to my parents, and now my parents, he gets to understand what will it take for me to marry this girl. Yeah. So the conversation then picks from there.
Whose heads are been cuffed? I think so. The old days were better.
The former co-king Maximian. And Maximian faced him with an unattractive ultimatum. Either he persecutes his Christian fellows, his Christian brothers and sisters, or he has to sacrifice himself to pagan gods. St. Maurice refused this offer, and 1,000 years later, in 1220, in Magdeburg, in the dome there, he was depicted as a black, but not only black, but as an Africanized St. Maurice. And since that, many historians asked themselves why needed the Magdeburg civilization a black saint for the white civilization. This is a very crucial point, because to this time in 1220, black was associated with sin, and white was associated with holiness. But a black saint was something like a paradox. So, but even though this was a paradox, the people there in Magdeburg wasn't bothered by this depiction. They just accepted it. But also, this depiction never became universal. So, this is the question: what's the theory behind this? I can tell you 3 interlinked theories about this. The first theory about this is that the black St. Maurice was something like a military compensation, okay? Because in the 13th century, it was the time of the Crusades. The Crusades is the Christianization project in the early Middle Ages, and the Crusades had a main destination in Egypt. Okay, Egypt was the main destination of the Crusades. But Egypt people keenly awaited the Crusaders, led by Frederick II, and Frederick II remained unsuccessful. Historians claim that every crusade done in the 13th century failed. And so Frederick II was about to lose his face. So he has to react in a kind of way. And as we know, Frederick II knows as well, but knew as well, that in the 4th century there was a Christian state in Africa, Ethiopia. And so this was something like a compensation. They depicted a black St. Maurice to show, okay, even though we lose against Egyptian troops right now, we have historical evidence that the Christianization of those people could be happening. And so this was something like a military compensation, you know. Art.
It was a symbol.
It was a symbol, something like a symbol, but also like make the society silence a little bit, you know. We know it. Here, you know, you see that we know that the Christianization could happen. Maybe not now, but it is happening. Something like this. This was the first theory. The second theory is that Maurice is a symbol, like we said, for the universal salvation, you know. Depicting a black saint shows that everybody, the sinful sinner, is able to have salvation, you know. And St. Maurice, in this case, not just sacrificed himself for Christendom, but also sacrificed his past, sacrificed his paganism, sacrificed himself to Christendom. And that shows, this shows like the symbol, that shows that he's a symbol for universal salvation. But also it shows that it's something like a justification for Christianization. You know, this depiction gives those people the rights to make the project of Christianization, to continue this project. And because we want to help those people, because we want to give them a better life or something like this. And so this picture of St. Maurice, this black St. Maurice, is also a discourse we have right now in the modern times of white Satanism, in some sense. Because we can help those people that they have a better technology, better life, civil life, and something like this. This is very cool. So the depiction of the black St. Maurice is something like the saved subject. This was the second theory. I'm so sorry to blast you with theories. The third one is that Christian and also as well colonial aspect, which is very interesting. Yeah, but this isn't the one. You can see here, 1220. This was the first Africanized St. Maurice in Magdeburg. You can see clearly. They try to make it very realistically.
Self-portrait, but self-portrait as a drinker. And what now scholars found out that this is that he took the face of his model friend. We don't know exactly who he was, called Sam. He was a black actor and somehow worked in the shop of Ludwig Kirchner. So so we wanted to show himself as a black man right before in his atelier, in his studio, drinking and like you see everything is somehow not stable. You know, the room is like moving into many different directions. So this is sort of wants to echo in the body language of the person. So he's all in all not feeling well. You know, he don't know what to think, how to feel. And this is totally related to the First World War. So Kirchner wanted to join the corpses, or joined the corpses in the First World War. And he was a drinker at that time. He was totally addicted to drugs, sleeping pills and everything. So, and somehow he tries to work with all that using the face of his black model.
दिल लगी कि तेरे दिल को दिल लगी न लगे, दिल लगी कि तेरे दिल को दिल लगी न लगे। वफाओं की हमसे सबक हो गई है, वफाओं की हमसे सबक हो गई है। दिल लगी कि तेरे दिल को दिल लगी न लगे, दिल लगी कि तेरे दिल